friends! So this week in science, we are going to be learning about patterns of movement, which means we're going to talk about how things move and the different ways that we can move. So first, I'm going to show you this video of this snake, and I want you to think about how it moves. So look at how it's going like this, right? So it's making kind of like a zigzag because it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So it is moving in a zigzag. So a zigzag is one way that we can move. So tell me something else that moves in a zigzag. So one thing I think of is a person skiing down a mountain. They're going left and right and left and right. They're zigzagging down the mountain. Okay, so let's look at the next pattern of movement. So this is a merry-go-round. So look at how the merry-go-round is moving. How is it moving? Well, it's going around and around. It is just going in a circle. So it is going around and around. And if you look at when it's moving, it's just going in a circle. So that's called round and round. So some things can move round and round. So tell me something else that you know of that moves round and round. Something that I can think of is a Ferris wheel. A Ferris wheel moves around and around. Or when you throw a frisbee, the frisbee is going around and around as it spins to the next person. So both of those things are moving round and round. So our next pattern of movement, let's look at how these kids are moving in the hallway. So these kids, if you look at how they're walking, they are walking in a straight line. So that is another way that people and things can move, is in a straight line. So I want you to tell me something else that moves in a straight line. One thing that I think of is a car a lot of times drives in a straight line. Every once in a while they turn, but we drive in a straight line. So a car moves in a straight line. Okay, let's look at our next pattern of movement. So this is a rocking chair. So the rocking chair is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that is another way that things move, is by going back and forth. Sometimes this could also be going left and right. So things can move left and right, and that's kind of like going back and forth as well. So what is something else that moves back and forth? Something I think of is a swing. When you're on a swing, you're moving back and forth. So back and forth is another pattern of movement. And the last one we're going to look at is a pogo stick. So this pogo stick is going up and down. He goes up, then he goes down. So he's going up and down. So what are some other things that move up and down? I think of a seesaw. A seesaw moves up and down. A bunny rabbit jumps up and down. So there's lots of things that move up and down. So those are the patterns of movement that we are going to focus on all week this week. So we have round and round, we have straight line, we have zigzag, we have up and down, we have back and forth, and left and right. So those are all different ways that things can move. So now what you can do is you can practice moving all of those different ways. Stand up and practice walking in a zigzag. Practice walking in a straight line. Practice going up and down. Practice walking back and forth and round and round. You can practice walking all of those ways, either in your home or in your backyard. So go practice those patterns of movement.